WSJU Radio with your host, intro.kev, the #1 college radio station in New York City. Today we have a very special guest dropping hits like No Love Songs, Distractions, Hurt Me, and more. Richie Rozay in the building.
What's going on, gang?
How's it going?
I'm good. How you?
I'm going good. So we know you from the Bronx, coming from the Bronx. Do you feel like the Bronx right now got it right now?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's how I feel.
Why do you feel like that?
Because, it's like, you got people doing drill music in the Bronx. You got people doing, like, making music like me, the auto-tune shit, like. You know, Boogie from the Bronx still. Yeah. Cardi, everybody from the Bronx. The Bronx just winning to me. I don't know.
So what do you think is going to last longer in the long run? The Bronx drill or the Bronx melodic sound?
I don't know. Probably, I don't know.
You don't know?
I feel like it's all up to the person that's making the music.
All right. So would you ever leave the Bronx when you become mainstream? Like,
I'm trying to leave the Bronx now.
You trying to leave the Bronx now? Where are you trying to go?
I don't know. I'm trying to go to Cali.
Trying to go to Cali?
Yeah.
All right. So let's take it to the beginning. You know, when you first started rapping on Fontaine Studio, right, with LNF Stacks. How did you meet LNF Stacks?
We from the same neighborhood.
Same neighborhood? All right. So I saw that he started engineering first and you was rapping. He picked up the rapping skills. Did you pick up any engineering skills?
I mean, it was a point in time where sometimes he wouldn't be there. Like, sometimes he'll be at school and leave the studio in my house. So I had to learn how to do it by myself eventually. Like,
right.
But that's when it was Mixcraft. I don't know how to do Pro Tools. I just rap, yeah.
All right, you just rap now?
Yeah.
Would you try ever engineer one of your own songs again?
Yeah.
All right. So, what has been like the hardest part of you creating a song? Is it the flow, the lyrics, the beat selection? Like, what's the hardest process for you?
I feel like probably the beat selection, yeah.
Beat selection?
Yeah.
Wow, what makes you choose the best beat for you?
Like, cause you know the way I rap, like every beat is not for it, like, so I have to like dig deep and see which one really sound good.
All right. So, what's your favorite producers then?
My man Lotto. Joe from YO. Euro, that's where I started. Euro Beach, that's where I first started.
All right. So I seen like the beginning. Your first name was Rozay Bands.
Yeah.
So what made you change Rozay Bands to Richie Rozay?
I don't know. It just sounded more like, I don't know. It just like that's what they used to call me back then. That was my Facebook name and shit.
Rozay Bands.
Yeah. My name Richie, so I just put the Rozay after Richie.
Okay, and then I seen that like your first song was like "Free My Man" to one of your most recent songs.
Yeah. Which
is No Love Songs. How did you feel you grew as an artist?
I don't know. Life you just go through shit like so.
So all right. So you tell a lot of stories.
Yeah, then. What I go through helped me like come up with music.
Do you feel like you're an underrated like storyteller then?
I don't know. Everybody asks me that. I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. I let the fans tell it.
All right, so out of all the songs, you know, what do you believe is the song that's closest to your heart then?
Typo.
Typo? Why is Typo?
Because I made that when I was like at a low point of life, and I made that in the crib, and it sounded like I made it in a real studio. So.
All right. So, I seen like the inspirations of Street Poet. Like, what was behind it? What's the process behind Street Poet? What made you make Street Poet?
Like I said, like when you in the streets and shit, like you go through stuff, and everything I was going through, I was just putting it into my music, like, and it was like poems with beats, like, so that's how I came up with that, and it took a long process, like we didn't just make it overnight. I really had to go through stuff, see people changing and shit, like.
So why did you feel like 2021 was the right time? Because you dropped EPs like Too Deep, NWM, 4 and 444. What made you time like I need to drop a 14-song project?
It's like we try to get more established, like even with the music, like as a label, even with the music. So like my man Gotti, he just like was on top of me with the music. He like, we gotta drop it. But I was rushing to drop it. Like, you know how I dropped all them other projects? I was rushing to drop it, and it probably would have never did what this did because it took time and I had to go through stuff. And then he put the pressure on me.
Why did you choose those 14 songs? Because there's probably mad songs in the vault.
Yeah.
Like, why did you choose these 14?
I mean, we just kept listening. Like, we was just listening to all the unreleased songs. We was listening to, I got a lot of songs. We was just listening to all the unreleased songs, and these the strongest 14, like, in my opinion.
All right. So, you know, I know you're under LNF. Like, it's a label.
Yeah.
And then, what's the foundation behind Lead Never Follow?
That just been us since we was younger. Like, we just always try to be leaders. Like,
what was the story of the creation of LNF? Like, how did it all start? Like,
Like,
I know you said like it was because it was a group of you guys, but like who came up with it? Who like, all right, we need to turn this into a label for real?
like once we really started doing music, like we've been doing music since younger, so like we already had the name. But like once we started taking it serious and seeing how like we getting views and shit, my man, we went and got an LLC, and then we really like took it to the moon. Like, all right, this is us. Like, we gonna do this the right way.
How do you feel like LNF helped push your career?
It's like, all right, when it when it come to LNF, like everybody support everybody. So we got merch, everything. Like all that is just like behind me and all the other artists. So that's a big way of it pushing my career.
All right. So I've been listening to a lot of your music, and there's always this ad-lib background where it's like a robotic type sound.
Yeah.
I feel like you're the first person to ever do it. Like, what made you choose that? What did you come up with that?
I don't know. Like, I like listening to sounds. Like, so, like whatever sound catch my ear. Like, even if I'm in the studio, I'll make certain sounds and stuff. And my engineer, he do some shit. Like, I just be telling him do some shit. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Got the source.
All
and
right.
then it just go from there.
We'll go from there. And then I seen that there's only 2 features on the album.
Yeah.
What made you choose only 2 features?
I don't really need nobody, like, besides me and my people. Like,
Right.
Boogie, that's bro. Nas, that's my bro. Those
And
my brothers.
doing features of Boogie, Nas, LNF Stags, Don Q, TJ Porter, all these
Yeah.
other people. Who else would you want to collab with? Like
Future.
Future?
Yeah, Dirt.
Dirk? That's it? Those only 2?
Yeah.
All right. So, what does an upcoming artist have to do to get a feature from Richie Rozay? Like, what's the requirements? Like,
Make some fire.
make some fire?
Yeah, make some fire. Hit me.
All right. And I see in the past interviews, I've been watching the 2 interviews. The one that was 5 years ago, the re-up, and then the one with Talk of the Town. You're in tune with a lot of upcoming artists. Like, is there any upcoming artists like you co-sign? Like, oh, you got like, or you can't?
Yeah, my man D Money. He about to come home. He tough. Nas, LNF Stacks.
All right. Do you like to freestyle or like to write your lyrics?
I freestyle. I don't write.
You don't like to write?
Nah.
Have you ever written before?
Yeah, I wrote before. But I don't write no more.
So
like,
you telling me the whole album was freestyle?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Nah. All right. What do you think was the hard? You speak about a lot of stories and stuff like that. What do you think was the hardest lesson you ever heard? You learned through all these years of rapping?
Like, who gonna be there with you? Like, when you going through ups and downs? Like, who really gonna stay by your side and shit?
All right. So if you make it mainstream, do you feel like you're gonna have to be obligated to put your day ones on and everything on?
I just said I'm a dude. I'm a real nigga, bro.
Word?
Yeah.
All right. So, what keeps you motivated as a rapper then? Like, what keeps you going? Because you've been rapping for 6 years. So,
yeah. I've been rapping. For before that. I've been rapping since like I was like
13, right? You said it. On the
he know. I've been rapping for like 13, probably 12. But yeah, like my son keep me motivated. That's what really keep me motivated. Like I was just rapping for fun and shit. Like I just know I could do it. My big bros was rapping on my block. And we used to look up to them because they was getting all the money and all the hoes and shit.
Is the same reason you started rapping still the same reason you still continue rapping, or has it changed over time?
Like I like rapping. Like I guess that's the main reason. But like when I have my son, I'm like I really gotta get out the hood. Like I really gotta make this music. I don't see myself doing nothing else.
Do you feel satisfied with what you accomplished so far as a rapper?
No, I gotta go harder. I gotta get out the hood.
Why do you feel like you gotta go harder?
Cause I got a family to feed. Got my niggas.
Right,
got my mom.
What do you want to accomplish before the summer ends? You know, the summer just started, June 1st. You know, by August, what do you feel like you need to accomplish before it ends?
I need to get out the hood. That's really what it is. I gotta get out.
So once you get out the hood, you're gonna get a big crib. You're gonna put all your people in it. Everybody in it. And one big mansion for the whole homies.
Everybody.
Whereas, all right, so you speak a lot about your homies. Who's like the littest person, the funnest person in the group?
The littest, funnest person in the group. I got a couple homies, but I don't know. We all lit.
All right.
Everybody lit.
What do you feel like is the best experience as a rapper you had so far?
Shit. Yeah, like
Studios?
Cali, you know, seeing other rappers and shit.
So Cali was the farthest you ever went for rapping?
I didn't really go to Cali for rapping. I made it that. Like, I turned it to a business trip. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to shoot videos just to be off the block. And then, yeah, seeing niggas I be listening to on YouTube and shit.
So, when you was in Cali, was there any, like, fans coming up to you?
Yeah, in the club. DJ Sus1, shout out DJ Sus1. He played my song in the club.
So, how you feel like now you walk around? Before, when you first started rapping with your homeboys, you know, you walk around with your friends, no one was coming up, you know, only friends. Now you walking up, kids, oh, let me take a pic with you. How does that feel?
That feel good.
That feel good?
I love the kids.
What type of advice do you want to give the kids that look up to you and your success as a rapper?
Just keep going. Like, whatever you're going to do, just be 100% with it, no matter what it is.
All right. So what can we expect from Richie Rozay in the future? You know, the album drop is going to be another single coming up, or you going to take a little break from music?
Nah, I got to keep going. I'm going to keep going. I'll probably drop another tape, another album. I don't know. But I'm going to keep going because I got a lot of music.
Wait, and then, because you took a break from Hurt Me to the album.
Yeah.
Like, what made you take that break? Why did you take that break?
I just knew it was coming. We just knew it was coming.
It was coming?
Yeah.
All right. It wasn't really.
Yeah, we was just putting it together. Like you said, we had a lot of songs in the vault. We was getting that together.
All right.
For real. That's really what that was.
All right, so this is my last question. I always ask this question to everyone that always comes in. What legacy do you want to have with the name Richie Rozay? People bring up Richie Rozay. He did this, he did that. What should they associate with it?
He took care of his people. Yeah.
That's pretty much it?
Yeah, he took care of his people. He stood on no 10.
All right.
Yeah.
So, you know, thank you for tuning in. This is WSJU Radio, intro.kev. We got Richie Rozay. Where people can find you at?
Instagram, real Richie Rozay. That's all I be on.
Only Instagram?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for tuning in.